Listen, all right, let's have some fun because we've got Memphis's dangerous duo of Brendan Whalen and Josh McClain. Second Editions presents Heels.
We saying how we talking, or are we just
Hello.
playing now? Hi. Okay. I've been a juggalo for most of my life, and I ain't good at brushing my teeth. And I've been told that I cook pretty good, but my wife's probably lying to me. I don't love you because we're different. I love you because we're the same. I don't love you. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've been marking this world with my tracks and still wanna live it here in this skin that's been burnt by the sun, sleeping soundly on grass till the night finally comes. Then I wake up and do it again. There's a hive in my heart and it buzzes with bees. They fly out now and then to make love to the trees. Half of them end up poison and half they grow green with thorns stretched long and thin. Spots, we're all born the same. We are molded and shaped by our sorrow and pain. Corners rounded by love and corners marred with disdain. In the image of the world, I will sharpen my claws, I will sharpen my teeth, I will sharpen my wit, and I will never retreat. But the problem is no one will bother with me, and that's what breaks my heart. Oh, cool. Hi, guys. Brandon, that was awesome. How are you?
That was awesome. Yeah, I'm great.
Isn't this the coolest place in the world?
This is so dope.
Dude, this is the first place I bought my son's very first book ever here.
Nice.
2 days after I found out I was going to be a dad, I came in here and was all like, oh, I should start being a good dad now. And I do that by going to the library.
I used to live about 3 blocks away from here, and I remember when there was a Shoney's right here before the library. There was a Shoney's.
That's right. Talk about leveling up. You don't want to go down. You want to go up from something amazing like Shoney's to the biggest public library in the city.
True. It's
pretty rad.
I do miss Shoney's, though.
Dude, I miss Shoney's. I'm not going to lie. Shoney's actually reminds me a lot of our next song.
Really?
Yeah, this song.
That's so cool.
This song is off our last record called Pop Songs for a Dying Planet, and it's called Mannequins.
Nice.
Man, I do miss that Sunday, the Shoney's Sunday buffet. Woo! Woo! All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mannequins on where that fade decay, riding me
Americans. Where the
Daisy came, lighting the unpolished windows, show it through. Mouse cross-eyed by molten wax, talking to a God that they don't know. Great job there.
You
caught
too.
that, didn't we? That's
You
right,
too.
we caught
I know.
that.
I forgot there's a curse.
We don't want to make anybody not feel welcome here, so we are editing ourselves as we go. I hope everybody watching is having a good time. I don't know. I'm having a good time. How are you, dude?
I'm having a great time.
It's
I'm
a great
sweaty.
crew. We're in a crew. We're in a room. I've spent a significant amount of time in looking for deals and always getting them.
Tip your bookstore staff, people.
Tip your bookstore staff, people. And what makes libraries great? Librarians.
True.
Let's give a special shout out to all the librarians out there. This place especially has some of the best in the world. If you ask me, I may be biased because they're very nice to my son, but that doesn't mean they don't deserve a shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how they wear their glasses on those necklaces.
Those, you know, it's interesting what you think looks kind of dorky when you're young. You get older, you're all like, yes.
Very cool.
Yes, very cool. Indeed. Where are we going next? Oh, speaking of loving, this next song is about loving. Wouldn't you say, Brandon?
I certainly would.
We have played this song at many a wedding.
We have.
And only one divorce.
Yep.
Pretty good odds.
We didn't
I will
play it
say.
at the divorce.
We didn't play it at the, though that would be pretty rad. If we were like, hey, band, why don't you come play our divorce? That would be something we could mark off with that. Remember, is anybody married in the building? No? Oh, well. It's not going to be either one of us. That's not going to happen. I doubt my wife would let me play our own divorce. Of all the times not let me get
I'm
away
not
with
playing
something.
that.
Yeah, right? Why would I wouldn't want to play yours? That's for sure. C'est la vie. This next song, what record was this one on? Is this on the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's on Pop Songs too. It's called Furniture.
All hands on deck, ashtrays here to collect all the spoils of one night alone. I can't be trusted to keep talents dusted. I'd rather drink on my own. To create is to fail, and I'm over it now. Being someone's overrated. I prefer a paycheck over free beer and petty tips. I don't need them to prove. All I need is you. All I need is you. And a steady flow of cash, cigarettes and booze. Honey, all I need is you. You don't know the copper taste of blood until you have been punched in the mouth. All those kids talking sellouts like they've ever had a choice or made something that they could sell. I'd be remiss if I stood here like this saying I will go down with a ship. I know I'm a coward, but I sure ain't a liar. It's the only thing I have left. All I need is you. All I need is you. And the knowledge that you'll
Good job, Brennan.
You too, buddy.
That was excellent.
That felt great.
Yeah, it really does feel nice when you hit it just dead on right, doesn't it? It's amazing what a little rehearsing does for you, kids.
It's late night, I'm loading a gun in my house, while my friends and neighbors and family are out. But I can't complain, 'cause I can finally sleep. Chinese nail technicians, they're sweet as can be. They wrangle the things that grow out of my feet. Curse me out in Mandarin, darling, feel free. Feel free. Then I feel like a child. I got lost in the mall. I'm shaking, I'm sweating, I'm ready to ball. For the love of God, someone, would you please call my phone? Hey, I'm on the floor, provolone on the stove. I pour my letter. Oh, where did you go? There's only one culprit, top and knot on her nose. Oh, hell no. Had to kill a raccoon in my yard nights ago. He was seasoned and stumbling, it was his time to go. 10 whacks with a shovel, that's a tough little bro. With God you go. And I'm losing my smile, and there's gray in my hair. And I'm talking to God while I crawl up the stairs. Just praying for something to force me to care. Whoa, 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 and I feel like a child. I got lost in the mall. I'm shaking, I'm sweating, I'm ready to ball. For the love of God, someone, would you please call my mom?
That was good, bud.
Hey, you too, man.
That was good.
Fun.
It really makes me feel good about that song, right? Because like I couldn't hear a single word you were doing, but I knew right where you were.
Still works.
That really feels good. That was really, really nice. I really love that song. It's like the best song one of the best ones you've ever done, dude.
Thanks, man. Music's fun.
It really. Well, how many songs do you hear the word tamponade and almost cry in? It is very rare those two things cross over. I mean, I don't know when you hear we may be the first band from Memphis in the history of music to ever use the word tamponade in a song.
Could be.
I'm going to stand by that until someone corrects me on the internet. So I think that's an achievement you should be proud of. Yeah. As someone who uses tamponade on a daily basis at his cooking job, I very much appreciate that.
Thanks, buddy.
You're very welcome, good brother.
All right.
All right, so
Ended on a big old note.
let's end it on a big old note. This is off.
Oh, capo.
Capo.
Tune her up.
By the way, drummers, if you're out there, make sure you're paying attention if your guitar player used a capo or not. because like he's gonna need to know. It doesn't hurt. I have one in my bag. Always have a couple extra. Because there's two of us, I have the Oops Brennan bag that has a capo, a tuner, a couple of picks, and an extra set of strings. You can never be too prepared.
Yep. And I use them.
Yes. Ready?
Yeah.
It's called I Have a Name. 2, 3, 4.
Can we start that one back over?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll start that one back over. Sorry, yep.
We're keeping all this in.
Yeah.
We're keeping every bit of this in. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I know you need me the way that I need an SSRI. And I know you and me are connected somewhere between our lives. All of the people that told us that people like us would be replaced will be made to eat by the lion and pit that makes up our glorious face. And we can't. As they march towards our house that's made of scales and bone, gather all the valuables and all our precious. So in the march with the leather and guns, she's a gang of malcontents. Though you ride a bicycle up into the sun, it's an act of self-defense. And we got. Try to go in the soul. I will stop. They'll be alright. They'll be alright. They'll be alright. They'll be alright.
Hi, everybody. They love you.
Love you.
Be good to each other. That's like one of the best times we've ever played that song. That is like the
Worked out
tightest
great.
that song's been in so long. It's so weird.
I'm so sweaty.
Awesome. That was great.
Thank you.
So, how long have you guys known each other?
Well, known 20 years?
Yeah, about 20
Something
years.
like that. The first time I met Brennan, I was kicking him out of the New Daisy Theater when he was 14.
14 or 15.
14 or 15, and I was a bartender there, and I couldn't tell you what I caught him doing, because looking back at it now, it couldn't have been anything worse than what most of the other crowd was doing, so I can't imagine what you were doing.
Yeah.
Probably had a beer.
It was
It was
a beer.
pre-beard. So, like, you looked like a kid. You were one of those lucky kids who, like, once you could grow a beard, you'd look 35, even
Yeah.
though you were 21. So yeah, that's the first time we met, like, forever ago. Then we reignited our love affair at the P&H Cafe 10 years later?
Yeah.
Yeah, something about that? No, you were like 17.
Yeah, I know.
'cause
Yeah,
you were-
no, that's
I almost had to kick him out of the P&H because he was drinking underage there. But it's one of those very rare things of, he goes, how about if I just stop drinking while I'm here? And so he would come up, and everybody loved Brent enough because he was so polite that he would come up. And I'm pretty sure he was still drinking, but in the history of my mind, he wasn't, because that means I was in the right.
Oh, nice.
Whatever makes you happy, buddy.
Hey, man. But we stayed, and then I found out a couple years later he lived down the street from me in Midtown. And I saw his old band, the River Rats, play. And it's one of the very few times in my life where I walked in and saw that band and was like, I want to be in that band. And 3 months later, I was, because they needed a drummer. And we haven't stopped playing together since, really.
Yeah, we've been in bands ever since.
We did River Rats, and then we had a band called Hombres. And then while we were doing Hombres, Brennan said, I want to go do some acoustic shows again, but I don't want to be that solo acoustic guy in a flannel shirt and a beard. So would you like to come play drums? And I was like, that sounds like a lot of fun. So the first 4 years of us together?
Yeah, first 4 years were
First 3 or
acoustic.
4 years, we were an acoustic folk punk act that played like we weren't. And then we realized, then you got that guitar, right?
Yep.
And that kind of what changed it? Like,
Yeah.
you had that guitar, and we plugged in, like, oh, we should have been doing this from second one. Got it. We should have much been doing it. We're just a good rock band. Got it. Got it. And that's it. That's the history. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now we've been a band together now 10 years.
So y'all have a new record coming out?
Yes, we actually have a couple new things. Starting from here on out, we will have a bass player. A friend of ours named Buddy Forbes, who you might know from a band called Agent Cooper, Flesh Kebab, or a band called Press from around here, but mostly probably from nights like these, is playing bass with us from here. He played bass on the record, and we had so much fun getting ready for the record. We would talk when he wasn't in the room or when he wasn't around, like two high school dorks going, do you think he'd be in the band? Yeah. Do you think he'd want to go to prom with us? Do you think he likes us? To the point where we asked him to be in the band after he played a set with us. Like, he played a single set with us, and I look over at Brendan when he went to the bathroom and go, we have to ask this guy. So he's on the album, and the album is called We Look Happy Here, because we really wanted to chronicle this is by far the best recording. The other two, we've always done our stuff at, what's the name of the studio? Hilo. Thank you very much. Sorry about that, with Toby and Pete. But we really wanted to. Toby did it solo. Toby Vest did this one solo. And it's the breeziest, most relaxed, but getting the most work done we've ever had doing anything we've ever done before. And so We Look Happy Here seems like a really good title for that. That was a really good, pure moment of us becoming what we are from there on out, kind of a thing. You guys are really lucky Buddy couldn't get off work today, or the books would be vibrating off the walls no matter how low we tried to put his bass. So it works out good. It's kind of sweet. This is kind of the last thing he and I will ever do, is just a two-piece.
Yep.
So it's really cool that we ended up getting to do it at a place that we really respect and really, really, genuinely care about. Like, when we heard it was going to be at the library, I legit asked Chad, not that we wouldn't do it at any library, but I was like, can it be at the one we go to? Because that one actually has significance for us.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. Anything you guys want to plug or add? Or
No, album's out at the end of summer.
Yeah, the album should be out at the end of July, 1st of August. Called We Look Happy Here on Altercation Records. We'll have a couple videos out for that. More things we'd like to plug more than anything is the library. You know how cheap stuff is in this room? Let's just use this room, the second edition room. I walk over there. There is an original Steve Martin LP. An original. For $1. You messed up not getting it, because it's mine now. That is going home with mwahaha. But that is just a soupçon of what is in this room.
Well, you guys are great, and I think just watching the banter and just so supportive of each other. I love that. I love.
Yeah, why would see? That's something I didn't. We were definitely bros first before we were ever musician buddies, and I think that's something we try to lean into, especially when you're kind of doing it for yourselves. Like, we'd love to be successful and all that kind of stuff, but at the same time, we're realistic. No, we're playing this for us. Mm-hmm. So, like, if you can't be supportive, we have a rule: is if you're going to say something on stage, you have to say it into the mic. And it kind of creates this thing where it brings everybody in and brings us to them. And it, if Brennan just kicked ass, why shouldn't I tell him? Like, we never get to be told that or get to hear that in life. So it's like, we should do that more. Like, when we mess up, we just stop and make sure everybody knows, yeah, that was a mistake, but, like, we're human, so we're just going to start this over again.
Yeah, you should tell everybody you love them all
Absolutely.
the time.
Tell everybody you love them every chance you get, because you never know when it's not going to get a chance again.
I don't get off the phone with people unless I tell them I love them.
Brennan won't go into it because he doesn't like bragging. Brennan listens to absolutely everything. Brennan will listen to absolutely everything if you show it to him. Something is very, very awesome about Brennan. He is always open to an idea. Always, 1,000% always open to an idea, especially if you can give a little bit of background into or explanation of why you have. Like, here's this record. I think you might like this because. Even if you don't have it, he's going to check it out. He may not like it, but he's for sure going to check it out. But 9 times out of 10, he ends up liking it for what it is. It's pretty rad. It's really, really cool.
Thanks, buddy.
You're very welcome, dude. It's one of the best parts about being in a band with you, dude. Yeah, right? So it's really crazy how that stuff, like, I tell you the moment Brennan and I fell in love. We were playing in Riverettes. We were already buddies, and we were already a different kind of friends in the band. Whereas Brennan was tight with everybody else in the band, but he and I were kind of trying to do something different than everybody else was. We stand outside. Everybody's inside, and I look around. I'm like, Brennan, do you watch wrestling? And Brennan, and then we're talking, this is 15 years ago, right? 12 years ago, something like that. Before we started, we were just started Riverettes, before Ombre, way before Heels. And it was that thing where wrestling was still kind of a bad phrase, where Brennan and I looked around, and he goes, yeah, dude, I like wrestling. And we kind of leaned in and became like those kind of friends. Like those weird friends who are like trying to hide some kind of secret. Something they do that is like pure and hilarious, but like they feel like everybody else, like literally as soon as the rest of the band walked out, we shut up about it. Yeah. We immediately stopped talking about it because we didn't want them to think we were less cool. But we knew we were our kind of cool. And now here we are.
Yeah.
In a library.
On the library channel.
Yeah. Man, I mean, the best. I'm not even knocking it in the negative, but this is pinnacle, unbelievable coolness for us. Like, you guys spent 45 minutes to an hour and a half setting up to hear us play. That is hilarious. Suckers! And you just wasted 30 minutes watching us, suckers!
Channel.
Yeah.
Friends of the Library helps to raise money for all 18 Memphis Public Library locations, their programs, and services. Donate as a one-time monthly or yearly contribution to help us continue to serve the approximately 2 million customers who enter Memphis Public Libraries annually.
I'm Chris Parnell, and you're watching the Library Channel. You could be doing anything else right now, but you're watching a station devoted entirely to the Memphis Public Libraries and the city of Memphis. So, good for you.